Just run for the door. Look at this impenetrable wall. Oh my goodness, we finally beat a boss. Can you believe it? Oh. Getting chills. Oh, it looks like Dad sacrificed himself. I don't think he's gonna make it. Yeah, just jump up and hit him in the eyeball. Oh, and oh my goodness. Don't get hit myself. This seemed like something I should be able to figure out. What's with that one? How come sometimes one of them hangs around for a while? Oh no, I'm stuck to the wall. Get me off of there. Get me off of there. Okay, well that second boss looks learnable. First boss, I'm still not sure how I beat it. Those throwing stars sure seem to help, though, so we'll be trying to rely on those more and more. What am I doing? I'm jumping where I don't need to and getting stuck on everything. You've really got to be careful with where you jump in this game. This game really could have used a shoulder button to control the cling, so that I wouldn't accidentally grab onto stuff all the time. ugly. That was an ugly pass through there. Again, don't be upset. The only important thing is that we made it. It'd be fun to manage to do a 1 credit clear of this game because... or a 1 life clear of this game because losing a life, it punishes you so harshly. It'd be real fun to play through this game without that punishment. Okay, I'm gonna skip this candle so that I... oh, can maybe hold on to this power. I shouldn't have used it there, though. Oh, that was bad. I did all of this bad. I did everything wrong. Oh, now the power's gone. Sad. I can pick it up again, though, I think. Wow, I don't usually kill that guy. Yeah, it's right here. No. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Not good at all. This white bird is the death of me. Sloppy. Remember what I just said about being sloppy? I am sloppy. Okay, wait for this guy to get out of the way. Take out the bird. Oh no, it was a good thing that my power-up changed. Just make it to the door. Here we are. What? What is going on? Where's the first boss? Where's my health? What? What? I don't get what's happening. So, hang on. So it starts me all the way back here. But if I make it back to the boss, I don't have to fight phase 1, but I also don't get my health back. What? Who decided the rules of this game? That's so random and bizarre. There's no game like it. I'm in such complete perplexedness. I don't even... I don't even understand. Why is this game like this? So I need to get really good in that last room in 6-3. I need to get really good at that room. Oh, we'll be taking our time. No more run to the door in that area. Oh no. Getting hit twice by the same projectile is not acceptable. Will you cool it with the bats, please? Why am I having so much trouble here now? I may have died, but at least I took him with me. Nope. I picked that up. I don't know why or how, but I know it's going to respawn those birds. And I can't have that. I think I'm going to have to intentionally game over anyway, but I could use the practice at the level. Two birds, huh? Thought you'd be sneaky and hit me with two birds. It's okay. My choices at that point were to game over or to fight the boss with two tablets of health, which is only one hit. I don't think I'm going to do that boss damageless. That would really be something. I wonder if a different sub-weapon is good for each form of the boss. And so, like, it would benefit me to bring different sub-weapons. Oh, this is not gonna happen on this life. This game is a disaster. We have to overcome now the most deadly foe in the game, which is my own brokenheartedness. Sure would have been nice if that was a health refill. I didn't hit him once. I didn't hit the boss one single time. Stop hitting me and making me stick to the wall. It's okay. I didn't have a plan for getting through there without the spin jump anyway. Oh, I'm in this situation with the bats again. Okay. Yuck. I hate to see my items falling into the abyss. When I first made it here, this seemed like one of the hardest parts of the game, and now this room's one of the easiest. All the other rooms around it still give me one heck of a time, but this room has actually become manageable. Or not this one, the one before. This one's okay. I don't know how I'm going to make it to the boss without taking damage. That's what I've got to do at this point. I don't think that's going to happen. The things that happened there in the previous area were nothing short of miraculous. I have no strategy for dealing with all the obstacles in this room except get that and hope they don't spawn. Oh no. I am frequently stunned that I'm able to take that bird out. It really doesn't feel like that hit's gonna connect. Don't want that. Disappear. Disappear. You know what? I'm not going to do better than that. really bad about situations like this is that I'm on a time limit. Here we are again. In case you missed 6-1, don't worry. It's going to be featured a lot more on the stream this morning. I was going to say tonight, but... it hasn't been night for a while now. What's really distressing is I made it there with a lot of health. I had pretty much any advantage I could wish for, and I just haven't figured out the boss's pattern. Stop spotting the guy up there. Why? Why are there 1,000 of him? I used to make it through that area so smoothly. I don't know, the last 30 times I've been there, it's been so rough. Through the door. Got lucky there. Oh no. This is unlucky. This is really unlucky. Oh, I'm not making it through this guy. I need to start picking up that fire, because that's the only way I'm going to deal with those, like, 4 guys who drop down on me in the next room. I need to start picking that fire up. Actually, you know what? Maybe I don't, because I can do this. I stopped breaking that candle, though. I don't think I want this power. I wish I had more of that sub-weapon. I'm just trying to learn, like, how I can do this without getting hit. I'm not even worried about attacking him. I just want to figure out when the opportunity is right. Maybe if I live over here, or just attack him from over here. I can break the fire. Okay, that's a useful piece of information. I'll try and keep that in mind in 90 days when I get back to the boss again. Oh, I did this room wrong. I know better than that. I did it wrong again, but still made it through. This is a bad move. I don't know why I came in here. I should not have done that. I would have been better off getting the game over and restarting at 6-3. Oh, what a time, what a time. I appreciate you guys being here, by the way. Thank you very much for viewing the stream and for hanging out with me while I suffer. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't, I haven't been able to pull off a win. I'm trying to stick it out, but... oh, man. This game is really getting me twisted up in knots. Now, by the way, is when it would be a great idea to rewind the VOD and see all of the overconfident talk from the beginning of the stream. I told you that it would contrast well with where we were at the end of the road. Sparrow, I'm here with you still. Oh, I'm so glad you are. This is the longest stream I've done in a while. We're at 8 hours. Oh, I did this room wrong. Oh, I hope I don't pay for it. Oh, I paid for it. Room, I know I've said this a bunch of times, but that room seemed so fearsome before, and now it's like I look forward to being in that room because I generally have a good time there. Okay, now, it would make sense to intentionally game over, and I think I will. If I make it through here. But I'm gonna go ahead and try my best at it, again, for the practice. Because we're gonna be coming through here a lot more. Might as well try to get good at it. It's a shame. If this health refill was a full health refill, I wouldn't have to throw a life away. Okay, but that's what we're gonna do. This game is a real trip to the underworld. That's what this is. Get all of our health back. Oh no, I made a big mistake. Oh, Dean. To beat this, one must become a ninja, and coffee helps. Tell you what, I might take that advice and become a ninja. I might take that advice and take a BRB to make some coffee here pretty soon. Everything instantly respawns. You can't kill anything in this game because it just respawns. Ugh, I don't want to fight the boss with this kind of health. Oh well. Hello, Sir Punks-a-Lot. Great to see you. I was wondering if you were going to show up. I've been streaming for so long. I figured you must eventually. This is Ninja Gaiden, and it is completely demolishing me. I'm glad you're here, though. I don't know if you're familiar with this game or not, Punk, but here's the thing about it. When you die at the boss, it sends me back 4 stages. Even if I have extra lives, making it to the boss erases your checkpoints so that it sets you back at the top of the world. Like if I die, like say I die on level 6-3. If I die and I have extra lives, I get to continue from the room where I died. if I game over on 6-3, I get to start at the start of 6-3. But if I go into the boss's room, a death means I gotta go all the way back to the beginning of 6-1. I've never known a game to erase checkpoints like this before. It's putting my head in a vice. Why did I know that you streaming this morning meant it was a continuation of a long stream last night? What is this torment? I know. This is unbelievable. I was hoping I was going to ask you if you and your husband had beaten this game or not. And then I was going to ask how. Believe it or not, I can get through these stages a lot more smoothly than I'm showing off right now. It's just every time I get sent back to the beginning of 6-1, it demoralizes me anew. And I gotta play real bad to, I gotta play real bad for a while to work out my, my grief. Sure. Yes, listen to Sparrow. Don't believe my lies. It's all, everything I say is wishful thinking. No. Are you the king of wishful thinking? Great song. You win that one, Sparrow, hands down. So many poor people who are viewing the stream have come and gone, and they've suffered with me, but they weren't able to make it to the end. I guess if I don't make it through the game, then they made the right decision by taking off. Oh. But we're gonna try for a while yet. I will admit I am wearing down a little bit, but I've still got a small amount of life left in me. How many levels are there? It's looking to me like 6-4 is the final level. I knew... So this is a first playthrough, and I know a little bit about the game just from, you know, you pick up stuff, you see pieces of stuff here and there. So I knew that the last boss had multiple forms, and I've made it to the first boss that has multiple forms. So I'm pretty sure I'm at the last boss. I would be really surprised if I'm not at the last boss. So I think I am. I know, so close yet so far away. It's like I said, every time I die at the boss, I go back to 6-1. I've been through these levels, like, I don't know, 30 times now. That's probably an exaggeration, I don't know. I've been through these levels a lot. I got them memorized. Here's the thing, I don't have enough health to defeat the boss, so I need to take a death here. And try to make it through this room a little more cleanly. So that's what this is like. You've now seen what I've been going through. Every time I die at that boss, I get sent all the way back here. And notice there was no game over. That wasn't the end of a credit. That was just the end of a life. Notice before, when I took the intentional death, I restarted in the same room I was in, but I died at the boss, and I'm back here. I know I keep explaining what's going on, and if you've been here, you know, but I can't stop crying about it. It's so brutal. Razul, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. The boss rush is a nightmare. I cannot comprehend the decision to punish me for making it to the boss with the erasure of my checkpoints. It's incomprehensible. I've never had a game treat me so rudely. And believe me, I understand. You die in a game, you get sent back. Of course you do. But to punish progress with the removal of a checkpoint, that's been established is very bizarre. I mean, don't give me checkpoints in the first place if you're gonna take them away when I need them the most. Wait until you play Ninja Gaiden 3, only get 5 continues. Oh no. Oh no, that's in my future too. Oh, I feel sorry for future Agent Frownie. That guy's gonna go through a lot of pain. Best we can tell, it's a glitch the devs never fixed. It has to be, right? Because what kind of monster would purposely decide to make the game like this? It's all good, man. We'll keep you full of pistachios. That is something to look forward to. I do love pistachios. I wish I had unlimited energy and I could just play this and just keep the stream going all the way into my Tuesday night stream. Like everyone who left from last night, they roll around for the start of the next stream and I'm still here playing this with the clock still running. That would be so amazing. Unfortunately, I'm not equipped with batteries for such a feat. That would be amazing. And then you would die in real life. Yeah, I was kind of getting at that. Don't die in real life, please. I don't plan on it. If I have my way, I'm going to be around for a good long time. Oh, when the fire hangs around in the room with me, that's the worst of all the bad times. Oh, I'm even doing bad at 6-1 now. Drat. I like that. I like that emote. That emote speaks to me. I'm doing a real good job of jumping into the same enemy repeatedly. Those flames get rough. Those flames. I don't know. I don't really have a method for dealing with them. We need you to entertain us with your suffering. There's too many old games to rehash. Are you playing on hardware or emulation? Hardware. I'm an original hardware kind of guy. I'm into collecting old games, and I like playing on the old stuff. CRT, you know it. I've got like a 12-inch. I've got a 12-inch CRT that I'm playing on. I think I can show you my setup here. So the NES over there, my CRT here. It all feeds into the signal goes through the television and into the capture device and into my laptop in front of me. My place is a disaster. Everything's a mess. It's in shambles. There's no organization. I actually have a giant CRT monitor. I don't know, it's like maybe a 30-inch monitor. It's really big that I kind of inherited. The problem is problem is I have it here in the house with me, but it's upstairs, and my gaming room is in the downstairs, and I don't know that I am. I don't know that I'm powerful enough to carry it down the stairs. It's really, really heavy. I kind of think I prefer a smaller CRT anyway. So, it's not that big of a shame, but, you know, if I figure if I have it, I might as well at least give it a try. Sweet graphical glitch there. I'm not... Oh no, I don't need any more glitches. I've already had the game hardlock from glitches on me once. Oh, that's not true. That's not true. It didn't actually ever lock up. It but it did get so bad that you couldn't see anything on the screen. I'm doing terrible. I'm doing terrible. In that room, I'm usually good at, too. My place stays pretty clean, but Ryu's sword, that's a total disaster. He's too busy playing old games to organize. I was actually, yesterday I was thinking about moving my stuff around in my room down here. Because the way I've got it set up, like the piece of furniture that my TVs and consoles are on is just kind of floating in the middle of the room. And I think I want to push it up against a wall. Having it floating like this has a small advantage of, well, one, it allows me to sit here with the wood right against me as a backdrop, so it looks kind of nice on stream. But also I can get around to behind the consoles and stuff when I need to mess with the wires. But I don't know, it makes the room very difficult to navigate. Oh, the bird. The enemy saved me with the damage boost. That's beautiful. Okay, let's do this room right for a change. It's been so long since I've... Well, that's still not really right, but, I mean, that'll do. Okay, next time I get sent back to 6-1, I am gonna take a short BRB and make some coffee, and then we'll pick back up. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe I'll get really lucky and I'll defeat the boss, and I'll never have to have that coffee. But awful. Alright. Let's get restarted. You've earned a short rest, traveler. That one didn't hurt him. Oh no. Oh, hang on. I think I know why. Oh, that's terrible. If the fireballs get in the way, they can block my magic from hurting the guy. Oh, that's some bad news. That's some bad news. Halfway there. Oh, it's a long, long road. All right, my friends, I'm going to step away for a short while. Hopefully no more than just a few minutes. Getting closer. Oh man, I hope so. I hope we are. I'd sure love to beat it. If you want to, I do appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming along on the adventure this far with me. And if you want to stick around, I'll be back in just a few minutes. See you very shortly, my friends. You're getting the hang of dodging the flames. I'm trying to. I'm trying my best. I'll see you again very shortly. Okay, my friends, coffee machine is doing its thing. I'll have to step away again in a few minutes when it's finished up, but that'll just be a quick run to the other room. Oh, there it is. Give my lenses a polish. Guess I should pause it now. Alright, I can see again. Getting kind of warm again. Hat's coming off. So close, but yet so far. That's what it feels like. It feels like so far. Oh, the hat's coming off. You know it. I don't even know what that item does. I think it's just points. We're getting serious. I wish I could say, you know, I wish I could say I haven't been serious up till this point. And in a way, you know, I haven't, because I'm so frequently full of nonsense. But there has been no change in that status. I like glitching there at the end of that segment, but sometimes I fall to my doom when I do. And despite what it may look like, I do not enjoy falling to my doom. My mind went completely blank there for a moment. Goodbye. Let's just take it from the top of 6-3 with some fresh lives. I need everybody to leave me alone. Please. No. I have a lot of trouble making the jump from the ground onto that short pillar there. Oh, this is the worst. When I get stuck on a wall and all my health taken away from me. Or just take this area from the top. Is the coffee at least tasty? The coffee is still brewing. It should be done. It should be done shortly. It'll be better than my last cup of coffee because it got tepid and I had to drink it cold, and that's always disappointing. What? Ugly. Ugly. I have so many advantages from getting here with all of that fire, and it's going to be sad to waste it all because I don't know how to deal with this guy. Like I said, waste it all. Oh. If I ever beat this game, you can bet I'm going to enjoy watching some other people do their first playthrough. Tepid coffee is the worst. I should know I'm drinking some right now. Oh no. You have my sympathy. I don't know if I read that whole message before. If I did, I forgot it right after reading it. But yeah, oh, I hate when my coffee cools down. It's the worst. Getting better. Had Jack to half there. Thank you, Razul. I appreciate the encouragement. I was kind of banging my head against the wall here. Okay, let's get unsloppy. Can we do it? Probably not. There we go. I missed the guy and hit the candle. Yuck. Deep breaths. Unlucky shuriken boost there. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful I can still learn to do it. Alright, if you'll excuse me just a moment, I'm gonna acquire that coffee real quick. Alright, it's fresh and too hot to drink, but I'm drinking it anyway. Oh, it's so hot. I also sliced myself an apple, so I'm going to be muting my mic so you won't have to hear me crunching. If I start, if it looks like I'm talking and you can't hear me, I might be chewing or I might have just forgotten to unmute. Three for one? I'm not entirely sure I follow. I know I shouldn't fight the boss in this condition, but, you know, the practice is always a good idea, even if it does mean I'm gonna have to redo all of... 6-3 after making it there. Or, yeah. There we go. Oh, I got 3 enemies with a single slash at 6-2. It's nice when they're all, like, bunched up like that. I like when the throwing star just kind of hovers around the whole planet like that. I know it wasn't really doing me any good in that situation since there wasn't anything around for it to run into, but it made me think of the times when it had treated me well. Kind of ugly, but not hopeless. Getting hopeless. Here's the thing, though. When I'm out of magic, I'm in a real bad spot because I don't have a good feel for when to attack him. I know, like, there's got to be a window I can learn for, like, when's the good time to jump up on the thing, but it's hard to learn under so much pressure. And getting rained on with fireballs, that is some pressure. Many times. Oh. I know all about many times. The sword? I'm so inconsistent. Because I can plow through rooms and get hit by everything in the room, or I can go through several rooms without taking a single piece of damage. I never know what's going to happen. Which version of Frownie is going to show up to play? Oh, this is awful. Oh, no. Oh. Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is awful. I can still get out of the situation, maybe? Oh, inching your way up with wall jumps. You know what? It's not worth it. Oh, hang on. What is this? I need you to beat this in the next hour and a half. I've got a work conference to attend after that. Good game over. Thank you. Punk, I can't guarantee I'm going to beat it at all in this stream. But I tell you what, if I'm still streaming in an hour and a half, I'm probably going to quit, whether I've defeated the game or not. I think I'll stick around, you know, for at least that long. But another hour and a half, I might be falling apart. Oh, the respawns. The respawns. This is shaping up to be my longest stream ever. Everything was going so well. Now everything is going so yucky. Well, I can't fight that boss like this. I'm already... What time is it? 8:30? I'm already 4 hours overtime from when I normally end my streams. But I mean, I'm having fun. It's a good time. You know what? Let's lose this life too and try one more time fresh. Not great. No. No. What a punishing game. Very nice hits with the sword there. Thank you. I point out on... Uh-oh. You probably still can't see me. It just blew a fuse. Well, let me see if I can find my way back.